Hello, my friends, and welcome to another one of Miss Claire's instructional videos. Today we're going to be talking about comparing integers. So, in the lesson that you were just doing, they were talking about the temperatures. So, warmer and colder, and using these inequality symbols, this greater than and less than symbol. So that's what we use to compare numbers. And we're going to go a little bit more into that. But I'm sure that most of y'all are familiar, just like I'm sure that most of y'all are familiar with number lines. So number lines are equally spaced. Each tick mark represents one, right? And so the equal spacing shows that it's increasing by, in this case, we're increasing by a half with each tick mark, or each space there represents a half, right? So if I were to plot a number on this number line, here we plotted -1.5. Everything to the left of that is less than, and everything to the right of that is greater than -1.5. So let's put this into practice. If I'm looking at this number line, it's a little tiny here, so I'll zoom in a little bit. If I'm trying to compare these numbers, A, B, C, and D, here we're trying to say C is farther to the blank than A. So C is farther to the right than A, right? C is more right leaning than A. So we can write right here. So what that means is, since it's farther to the right, that means it's greater. So our C represents our 2 here, and our A represents -2.75. So we can use a greater than symbol to show that 2 is greater than -2.75. Now, if I'm, and I already said this is greater than -2.75. Now if I'm trying to do the other way, compare A to C, A is farther to the, A is more left than C, right? So A is farther to the left than C. And what does that mean? That means that A, our -2.75, is less than our +2. So -2.75, these symbols, this symbol is synonymous with greater than, and this symbol is synonymous with less than. So let's put this into practice one more time with a vertical number line. Now, if I'm trying to compare point C and E, C up here, C is higher on the number line than E is, right? So C is greater. And I can also know that because the numbers are getting positive over here, right? And as we go down, the numbers are getting more negative. So ones that are going to be more positive are going to be greater than ones that are more negative. So that means that C is greater, yeah, okay. C is greater than E, so +4.5 is greater than -0.5, because C represents 4.5 and E represents -0.5. So I can use my little symbol there of that is greater than 0.5. E is lower than C. It's lower on the number line. So what that means is the number that represents E, the -0.5, is less than 4.5. So that symbol is synonymous with less than. We can use less than. I'm going to let you finish this last one up on your own. And once you're done with that, come show Miss Claire or Mr. Myers. And with that, have a great rest of your lesson, and I will see you in the next one.